and I don't think about that when I book shows. After the show, I went to his guy and said, you know what? Because you didn't get to battle, I'll throw you a show, and I'll fucking pay you some money.
I remember that.
And my only thing about it was his opponent wasn't able to make it out that night from St. Louis. Chills Ho was his opponent.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So when I next morning, I hit them up and I was like, hey, this is what I want to do. What's good?
Down to the last minute, you was...
yeah, this is the next morning after this show, you know what I'm saying?
You know what's sad is that I know you wanted me on your team. I know you did. From the first time you said, I don't give a fuck. You wanted me on the team, but you knew...
I couldn't have you on... I couldn't have you on my team because you didn't...
I'm waiting.
You weren't from the circle of people that I was bringing in. And everybody I had on my team was...
Bad guys, the villains versus...
heroes versus villains, yeah.
Heroes versus villains.
My whole heroes team, or villains team rather,
was outsiders.
Was St. Louis, and the only exception was Army of Two from Tennessee, who have battled in the same showcase
Louisiana.
in St. Louis. So we all have battled together doing shows.
Did you see the performances and stuff?
I actually did try to get you on the Colorado team. I did actually try numerous times.
I know. I got the message. As you screenshot and sent them to me and said, actually, you ought to go. And then I remember seeing a message that said, I'm okay. I've seen Mac Major perform. I'm going to do this on my own. And that's fine. Y'all lost. And you should probably have me on team. And I would have rocked on their team. You know what I mean?
I would have put you. I would have put you against somebody good too. Like my whole team. Whole team was fucking dope. That's one thing I did know when I came into it. When that thing started, I would call this dude out because I can't stand this fucking dude. When this whole thing started,
you ain't whooping me, motherfucker.
What's his name? Package. Colton Coleslaw Brown on Facebook.
Yeah.
This fool made a Facebook post that said, I'm the best performer in Colorado Springs.
I remember
Not the best rapper.
I remember
the best performer.
I remember this too. And
I stepped in and said, put your money where your mouth is and challenge me.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even do it. We didn't have to do it for money. It just could have been a dope ass show that we could have.
I didn't know that he didn't like this guy for real. So
I didn't know the dude. I didn't know the dude until this point. He friend requested me on Facebook
because of that.
And when I saw the post, I sat on it for 2 days and then I saw OE come out of the. I was coming out of 7-Eleven. I saw OE from Colorblind, and I was like, dude.
I was about to say Colorblind.
Yeah. I said, this dude on here talking about he's the best performer in Colorado Springs. He started laughing. I said, I want to throw a battle show. He was like, do that shit. Now, if you know anything about OE from Colorblind, he is C-Loke's protege, if you will.
So I'm going to tell you now, they're sleeping on Richard Ray.
Oh, they are. Everybody is, dude. That dude dope.
I'm going to tell you now, and I've even heard that, Richard, that you've talked some shit about me, too, to my ex-chica Chelsea and Jane, and that's authentic, but I seen you perform at Black Sheep, homie, and they're sleeping on you, for I swear to God.
Yeah, the whole fucking area is sleeping on
colorblind
as
a unit. OE, you wouldn't suspect. That's another one, and I speak this as a filter of perspective.
OE been performing with me since I've been coming to Colorado for years.
But if you've seen OE in the goddamn laundromat or at King Supers, would you really think that he'd rock a show, rock a stage?
But that's a lot of us are like that too. You know, I don't wear my fucking mohawk every time I go to Walmart.
True.
But when I do put it up, everybody's like, "Hey, it's that Beast Mode dude." You know what I mean? But my point was that when you see, I saw OE coming out of the 7-Eleven, and I told him about it, and he was like, "Do that shit." So I jumped in the work truck, and I wasn't driving that day, so I made a Facebook post challenging Coleslaw to a performance battle.
He didn't even show up.
No, this dude said, I don't even know who he is, so I ain't got to defend nothing. And I was like, dude, aren't you the one that friend requested me?
Yeah, but hold on, back it up though. Back it up. Who gives a fuck who friend? If we all really, for the most part, most of y'all ain't real friends in goddamn.
Right. But the fact that you came to my page, but you don't know who I am.
It's the fact that you said you was the best performer.
Right.
in this rap game, knowing that we're in the Springs and Central Colorado, Southern Colorado, where music is jumping, and then don't defend it and jump on. Come on, I thought you was better than that package. Like say, his opinion may vary from mine, but at the same sense, that might as well put Cash on blast.
Well, from
and
there,
I thought we was cool, huh?
When he denied that challenge. I just was on Facebook.
Did he even deny it? He didn't even respond, did he?
Yeah, he said he wasn't. Yeah, he responded, said he doesn't know who I am, so he's not accepting my challenge.
He don't know what the fuck.
And I got kind of mad about it. So for a couple of days,
he lied.
I was sitting here in the house, dude. And I'd fallen off the roof. I hurt my fucking leg and shit. And I was just sitting around the house doing nothing. And I just made a post about I want to throw a battle show, and it was in spite of him. I wasn't gonna ask him to be on it, but it was in spite of him.
Do it, yeah.
And in it, I named my dream team artists that I personally know, and all of them except one were able to fucking do. We're able to, accept it.
Yeah, I was kind of actually sad that the one boy that beats up the stage and shit and brings the MVP.
Oh yeah, Hitterman. Yeah, Hitterman. He's the originator of Heroes vs. Villains. He's the originator of that performance thing. Yeah. Of that performance battle.
Can I tell you the truth? This is no lie. That I probably had 3 or 4 people, and out of them 3 or 4 people, numerous times coming up to every time I went outside. So this is a battle, and they was thinking the same thing, like a battle. Performance battle. Do you know all night long, the whole time I was there, that people kept coming up and saying, why did you go first? You're the best. You're. They was telling me I'm better than that, like they was, and maybe they missed a song by this person or missed a song by that one, and I'm no better. To me, I'm no better than anybody.
Right.
I am an entertainer. I know what I'm capable of, and I'm a motherfucker. I'm slick-witted, and I was born to do this.
You say that correctly. You're an entertainer, and you know what you're made of, right?
True enough.
Well, I didn't make the Heroes team. Okay, I let Joker make the Heroes team up. I just made my side up, my Villains team. Well, when he gave me his list of who was on his team, I chose the brackets. So, me being me, I chose who I thought was the best performer on their team.
Which was?
OE.
Get him.
So it was me versus OE. Now, OE did beat me. Fair and square. The man
You're talking about the 29, right?
Yeah, 29. OE beat me. But my other people that did make it from St. Louis, Bates and Frodo, came in and wrecked shop.
Yeah, I was up for the Bates.
Frodo lost his second battle. And then the funniest thing, and I knew what I was doing when I did this. I could not put Bates against Wicked Pimps. It would have been unfair as fuck.
Yeah, okay? No, I would have challenged Bates. Bates or the hitter one or whatnot, because I was going to do exotic or whatnot, and that allows me to jump around and be kind of foolish.
Well, see, when I chose the brackets, the original brackets, it was, dude, it was. I was pretty proud of the brackets that I chose, and I made sure that everybody was against somebody as equal, I guess, as I could get them. You know what I mean? And that was the thing, was I didn't want to one-side it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to put Bates against Enemy. You feel me?
Oh,
I couldn't put Bates against Enemy.
Say, you didn't want to put me.
But Enemy switched teams at the end of the night. Enemy went from Joker's team to my team, and I let Enemy battle Wicked Pimps. And here's the thing: I knew I was taking a chance on losing it, but it wasn't about a win-lose battle to me. It was about St. Louis coming to Colorado Springs and getting in front of them. And my people who throw shows in St. Louis are seeing Colorado Springs artists here. Now they can network and go, I know you're worth $250 in a room a night to come out here and do it, or whatever the number is. $250 in a room is what I get paid. That's what I asked for. You know what I'm saying? And and yes, Grizzly, we can totally do that. We can totally throw Heroes versus Villains in Olympia. And I will get at you with that info kind of quick. All right. I want to do this everywhere. I want to do these battle shows everywhere. We have one March 15th in Topeka. This one is Pueblo Villains versus St. Louis Heroes. Now it's a different side. All right, because every city, this is how I want to do it. Every city has heroes and villains. You might come to a Colorado Springs show one day and it'd be Colorado Villains and Colorado Heroes. Colorado Springs Villains and Colorado Springs Heroes. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And that way, when I send them out, I have 2 teams to choose from everybody. So I'm putting them in Topeka, March 15th. Vandal's going to host that show with some of his people. He's got some judges out there. And we want to do it in more places. That's for damn sure. But it's not...
And then we need to find a place that we really, really like. Customers like the venue.
Yes, here we do. Yes, here we really need to find some new shit. But it doesn't mean it's that I'm going to stop it just because we don't have it at the moment. You feel me? True. But I do know that you know, doing the battle shows and letting everybody know that, yes, it's a battle, but it's really for network purposes. That's why I wasn't mad that my team didn't win. It was me.
Oh, did you lose?
It was me, Frodo, Bates, and Enemy. Okay? That's who it ended up being at the end of the night. I was not mad about it. Why? Because everybody got their fair share of shine right then. You know? Uh-huh. They Scum and Psycho from Insane Poetry. They were judges. I had a couple of Whoop What judges. Tim from Wicked Tennessee was judging. Miss Lady X from Denver, she was a judge. You know, like I tried to give a few different sides of the judgment rather than just a bunch of horrorcore guys. You know what I mean? I wanted actual hip hop lovers. You know, so me and you. Since we have this show will sponsor future battle shows. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And if you want on one of them teams, man, all you gotta do is say something. I'll make sure you're on it. You know, the first one, I wasn't gonna fight Joker on who he was getting. I was really curious to see who he could get out of the woodworks.
Who would step up and say, okay, I think I can do this good enough too.
With Joker. Who's gonna trust Joker enough to take him serious? That's what I wanted to know. Because a lot of artists don't. A lot of artists don't take Joker serious.
Niggas ain't got
but when he throws shows, he throws good shows.
He throws a decent show.
You know,
he used to tie up the girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, not just him performing. I mean, he throws decent shows. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Well.
So I just, you know, I'm just speaking on some of the things on what we've been up to lately and what they've come to. I think when I was telling something about when that dude had to take his kid, okay? When he had to take his kid home, that's what we got off track from. When he had to take his kid home, I don't think about that. If I book you for a show, please understand that that's not my thought, and I expect you to be in the venue till the end of the show and have proper child care. Or bring your kid to the show. I try and only do all ages shows. You know, if I'm throwing it, like yours is at Speakeasy and I'm on your show, that's different. I'm performing on yours. But if I'm throwing it, I'm trying to use an all ages venue. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that everybody needs to be able to bring their kids. If that's your only excuse is I've got the kids, bring your kids, man. Like, come on, man. Why leave your kids at home? Bring them out. We don't have a bunch of fights going on at our shows. You know what I'm saying? There ain't a bunch of fucking thugging. You know, we're there for music. So I'm gonna play this Yellow Wolf, man. We'll come back. Loud Ass Radio, Underground Surround Sound, Beast Mode, Mr. Spivy.
Slum Mafia, Gangsta Boo, Catfish Billy. Yeah. Motherfucker, ain't nothing new to this. Been that country cousin way before I even knew crit. $700 glass of whiskey and I shoot it. Using my goatee to take an olive off a toothpick.
I ain't trying to hit. JoJo wanted the bitches. I was trying to get my weight up. Nigga get in the way and get shot down straight up. I'm grimy. Yeah, my friends kill my friends like Blackie. He did that shit to him. Get at me. I'm back strapped up again. I tried, I can't change, I'll always be the same. I tell my little niggas fuck brain, and any motherfucker down with them can suck me. I'm still mad, I got the green to make a murder scene. If y'all niggas ain't shooting, y'all can't fuck with me. Come fuck with me. I left a message by your door, you got a Chrome 44. Get the message, come out and get the message. It won't even